Hey, Decus. Hey, Ashton. Yeah, certain Rue decided to give me a nudge in the right direction on what to do. I was kind of indecisive about what to do today. Steam has RE9 coming out tomorrow. Hmm. Alrighty, so gotta deal with the 3 minutes of ads, everybody, and once we come back, we can get started. So I will be right back. Hello, hello. Well, that's not the right one. We want this now, don't we? Oh well. Hey everyone. I returned once again from yesterday. I just had a little bit of a funny bone. Hey, Decus. I had a little bit of a funny bone in myself. Hello, Ashton, as well. Of just doing something. I didn't know what at first, but thanks to the help of Decus kind of nudging me in a way, we settled on doing like maybe a couple of demos, depending on how long it takes me to finish them in general. So at the very least, I can see myself maybe getting 2 done above anything, but we'll just see how it goes above anything. So welcome on in. Hopefully you stay comfy and cozy and everything, and let's go ahead and get this started for everyone. So with that being said, First one on the plate that kind of caught my attention, I suppose, is I have 3 all together. There it is. Aha. Okay. So I got everything set up. So above anything, I think we'll just go ahead and give Baladins a try, since that is technically what I am up for, at least for my title. So let's just start with that. I did make sure to get all of these downloaded in advance, so... Okay, do that. There we go. And then this way, I can also... I am going to have to adjust it for a moment, so give me a second. And that's mostly also probably going to be why you can't hear the music for a moment. I'm adjusting, so... That should work. There we go. Okay. Yee! Give me a second. Let's turn this volume down a little. Settings. There we go. Audio. There we go. That's a little bit more tolerable. Hopefully y'all can be able to still hear it as well along with my voice, so... Global. Always does a wonder. It has controller support. I can play it like a game instead of keyboard. Alright, cool. Alright. Huh, so this has online mode too. That's interesting. Oh, they have a Discord page. Nice. Alright, just make sure I have everything else set up. Give me a second. I need to also see graphics. Full screen. Borderless. So if we go window, nope, that is still going to do the same thing. Okay, so I guess above anything, we'll just do borderless then for the time being. And whenever I have to do ad breaks above anything, either I will just go back to my stuff and just let the music go through what I've got, or I'll just keep it on this page, but at least do the BRB screen still. So I'll adjust basically. I wish most games would actually make it to where you can actually have it to where the music just keeps going in the background. Okay. Suggestion. Oh, that way you can give them feedback. Okay. Alright. Well, I did what I could. Hopefully this will work. Let's actually see this then. Okay, so it looks like you can be whatever you want then. Ah, okay. That's an issue. Okay, so let's go back out. What is going on? Ah. There we go. Okay, there we go. Got it to work properly. Well, because I'm biased... we're gonna go with Pyro. Alright. Hopefully work doesn't go too rough on you. Aw, that's cute. Alright, let's see how this goes. My dear Baladins, these last 2 months of leisure were quite invigorating, but holidays are over now. The Peace Festival is in 6 weeks, and we're far from ready. We still have work to do to make the celebration of the century truly perfect. People count on our guild to make it happen, whatever the cost. So I put my trust in you with this great quest. Deliver this crate to the next village. Yeah, that's it. Actually, one more thing. We still haven't received the wine for the festival. Could you check out the winemaker's castle and get the wine we need? Something must have upset the winemakers again. You ready, Baladins? Show some muscle. Roar! Chose without even knowing what you were doing, right? This was your choice, and choices often test your characteristics, as well as your luck. This is a role-playing game, after all. 11. You roll 3 6-sided dice, and the result is added to your characteristic value to beat a difficulty threshold. 11 plus 8 destruction. There are several difficulty thresholds. Some actions are easier than others. Easiest difficulty threshold is 8, the medium is 11, and the hardest is 18. It's easier to beat the difficulty threshold with a high characteristic value. And when you're with friends, your characteristics values add up. Union makes strength. You roar like a troop of lions. I'll be right here if you need help. Be safe on your journey, dear Baladins. Well, it's not like anything dangerous ever happens anyway. Let's hit the road. Moving from one token to the next costs 1 movement point. Fortunately, you have enough to reach your destination over there this time. Simply select a token of your choice. And validate your destination with the move button. Oh, okay. Interesting. Fellow Baladins, I was waiting for you. Did you bring the crate? There's still so many things to do. To give something to someone, simply select the item you want them to have. You can change your mind to get it back by selecting it again until you press the confirm button, that is. What's going on? Ah! What have you done? Oh my god, it's terrible. We can't have the festival with a geyser in the middle of the town. Okay. Think. No, breathe. Baladins, it's our fault, I think. We need to find a way to fix it. I know, Bungus the cork maker might be able to help. They grow cork mushrooms that are being used as wine caps. Maybe they can grow a big one. Go northwest from here and check the cork forest to find them. And here, take this. This might be helpful. A truce juice? That looks like something I would see from Paper Mario. I'll be watching the geyser here to check if anything goes wrong or worse. Sofaline's idea is great, but you're all out of MP. Don't worry, there are plenty of things to do in Moloch to prepare for your journey. This is where your action points will come in handy. Be sure to keep an eye on them. Each action costs a point. First tab is where you can meet the people staying in the place. Second is the practices tab. Last one is for challenges. Use your time in Moloch to explore these options, and I'll tell you more along the way. Practicing something will guarantee that you upgrade one characteristic by 1 point. For example, here in Moliak, you can upgrade your creation skills by cooking or your finesse by observing the merchants. Challenges test your characteristics with a dice roll. The outcome is uncertain, but the reward is greater, and sometimes unexpected. Here, you'll have to prove your finesse in a card game to gain your reward. I can't cook, apparently. So, strength, finesse. Huh, okay. This is really going into D&D style, from what I want to gather. This is your character sheet. You can find all your characteristics here. Finesse, knowledge, creation, destruction, and gold. Okay. As well as every item you can carry. Select one to have more details. Effects gained when consuming it will last until the end of the turn. You can't cook? You will never be a bride! Hey, at least I can make sure I know how to do destruction real well. Ooh. I don't really have much physique, though. Okay, so I'm more of a sneaky style one. Yeah, that works. Strictly forbidden during class tournaments. Finesse gains a +3. Okay. Quest log. Updated every time a quest progresses to remind you of the next steps. Gatherak is a vast land with many different places to visit. Having a map will make it easier for you to navigate around. You have to discover a region before it appears on your map. And when your friends are far away from you, you can use the map to summon or join them. Okay. Now cook. Spend the night cooking for the guests in the tavern. You've earned your wage. I got a gold. And creation. Spend the day at the markets and observe the merchants. Learn some useful tricks. Finesse. But the pressure is too powerful and you're thrown up in the air. It's hopeless. We need to find another way to stop it. Interesting. When you're out of AP and MP, it's time to end your turn. You can also do it at any moment from the board if you want to end. If you want to. Interesting. Okay. I see chickens. You're approached by a lutin smelling surprisingly good. Good day to you, traveler. What a pleasing sight for the eyes you are. May I offer to walk with you to your destination? Sure. I knew the teaching of Master Bungus would help me to seduce people. Recently found an ancient scroll of love containing much wisdom about the art of seduction. Spends the rest of your journey talking about their Master Bungus. Perhaps you could visit them in the Cork Forest to learn about this ancient scroll. Well, okay then. I love the art and aesthetic for this. The art and aesthetic are actually pleasing on the eyes, honestly. Why are you bothering me, Baladin? A stooge of Aldo, right? This old bird wants to take credit for the festival. Really feels like a pop-up board game with stand-up paper player pieces. Essentially, yeah. Again, people will love her because she's so great. And I will be forgotten. Again. Even if I provide all the wine for the party. Well, you tell Alda something. I'll give her the wine if this year's festival is called the Tonaline Festival. People need to know this party can only happen because of me. Hurry up, the wine won't wait. Well, actually, behind these strong walls lives my family, the Bertigas. They are my cousins, brothers, and sisters, but I, Tonaline, am the person in charge around here. Every day we crush gallons of grapes to make the best wine in the country. Sorry, the best wine in the world. There's nothing I love more than my wine. Well, almost nothing. Splash Splash, spend the day inside a giant barrel mashing grapes with your bare feet. Chaotic energy of this type of work is invigorating. I have more destruction! And I got a gold. Hooray. You help Tonaline sell her best cast at the highest price. This experience is inspiring and lucrative. Interesting. There we go. Okay. Bungus. Bonjour, my friend. What brings you to our humble forest? Ask for love advice. Am I starting to garner a reputation? I have indeed found a very enlightening scroll about love. I've learned some theory, but something's not quite right with me. I think my inner balance is off. You know what? Bring me something truly cleansing. A pure and noble food for my body and soul. Nothing less than royal jelly directly from the hive. Now we'll give you the scroll as a reward. If I have a very big wine cap? Big enough for a geyser? I don't. But maybe nature can grow one. Go to the hidden cave north of here in the hills. You shall find some magic water in there. But be careful, you never know who's been drinking from this spring. This is the cork forest, and I'm Bungus. Here, our community grows wine caps. Small cork mushrooms used to seal bottles and casks of wine. We take care of mushrooms, but also of our body and soul. You hear horrible noises ahead. It could be a terrible monster. But as you approach carefully, you realize it's only an ogress singing cheerfully. Hello there. What a beautiful day. I'm Tonaline Berdiga, winemaker and matriarch of the castle. Surely you know me already. Would you like to sing with me? I can't really sing. What she seems so happy about. Haha, you're nosy, but I like it. Just deliver wine to Philomena, the innkeeper. I don't know why, but I'm always happy to see her. She's merely human, but she can drink gallons of any beverage. It's impressive. And surely there must be some kind of magic behind all that. But it's part of her charm. Pay a visit in Moliac if you want to meet a beautiful, kind person. or need to get rid of an outstanding amount of liquid. Sure, I think I should be able to do it. Find a tunnel full of beautiful stalactites and stalagmites. It's too tempting. You just want to break some. 9. Roll a 9 plus 9. Actually, breaking one is enough to quench your thirst for destruction. Ah! Managed to cut the stalactite clean and decide to keep it. Yay, I did it. You explore the cave. There is something strangely soothing permeating the air. Stumble upon a giant salamander. There is a magic pond right behind the beast. I'm not going to have any other choice. Yay! I did it! You start roaring like a mountain bear. With all that natural reverb, you sound frightening enough that the salamander flees the cave. But you hear a deep rumbling in the walls and ceiling. The tunnel is about to crumble. Manage to take a flask's worth of magic water and escape the cave in one piece. Access to the magic pond is now sealed by rubble. Try to clear tunnels, moving rock after rock with your bare hands. Doesn't lead you anywhere new, but your muscles are as hard as the rock. Yay! Can't really do anything. Help the Lutens pick mushrooms. Working in nature gives you a better understanding of the forest. With more gold! Help the Lutens tend to the mushrooms. Taking care of living beings and helping them grow inspires you. Hello, traveler. Welcome to Moliak. May I help you? Me? Drink all the water of the geyser? Ugh, I hate that reputation. Not that much of a heavy drinker. Why would I do that? It's not such a big deal. Look, what about a bet? If you can drink more than me, I'll help you. Ha ha, no. Well, too bad for you. But don't spread the rumor that I'm the heaviest drinker. I founded this tavern. You're in the lovely town of Moliak, the beating heart of the vineyards. It's pretty quiet most of the year, but when summer ends, everyone in Gatherak travels here to attend the Great Peace Festival. Since the best wine is made around here, it's more convenient to have a party on site. But you should know better than me. You're one of the organizers. I bought you out. Everyone keeps talking about the Peace Festival, and all I could think is, what's that foreshadowing on the horizon? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, right. I think I messed up. Yeah, I think I messed up on that front. Okay, so I'm assuming I'm supposed to go back to the Cork Forest? Yes. A long walk, you hear your stomach rumbling for food, but in the middle of nowhere, what could you eat? I have more for that, so berries. That does not help. Fortunately, the berries are toxic and you throw up all over the road. Nah, go figure. So that's what happens. Okay, so if that's the case, you need the magic water. Found magic water. Let's try it right away. Pours all the water on one wine cap. Grows and grows. It's enormous. Take it, friend. It should do the trick. Well, hallelujah. I'd love to see how this plays with multiplayer sometime. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it if ever we get the chance to actually do it together then. How's it going, buddy? Oh, that might work. I'll try it right away. Giant wine cap in the well and manages to seal the geyser. We need more anthros, though, because you and I will fight over the... It's not wrong! Well, to be fair, I'm a kitty first. Only for a few seconds. Well, that's not it. We can find something else. Okay. I guess Philomena then. Nope, even with a 13, that is still not enough. Seems that you don't quite meet the requirement for this task yet, but don't worry. Can train at the different locations on the board. Better characteristics, you'll have a better chance to beat this obstacle. You can also convince a friend to join and give a hand. Nah, that sounds about right. I guess at this point, it's just basically just keep going until I can then. No, that's still a 17. I think I just lost a bet. Wait, seriously? I just scrolled through because I was going to lose. It said needed an 18. I'll help with your geyser. I'll meet you there. She goes back to work like nothing happened. Mind wonders, did she let you win? Oh, okay, that's why. I was so confused. Like, seriously? It kept going further, so I just stopped for a moment. I didn't even read it all. Ugh, that's annoying. You should have done this at night. I don't fancy all those eyes staring at me. But anyway, a promise is a promise. Fear me, water, because I will drink you. Plunges a straw into the water and starts drinking. Nothing changes. Geyser is still going strong. It's hopeless. Sorry, Baladin. That's all I can do for now. I should get back to my timer. Good luck with the festival. Wow, not even that does it. Mother made brownies. And she didn't let me lick the rest of the batter. Aww, but that's supposed to be the best part. I guess above anything, let's just go back here. Don't know why I said mother. In my head, it was my mother. Small rock managed to somehow slip inside your boots. Could remove it, but unlacing your boots takes forever. I mean, I went automatically either way with destruction. Feel so free already and throw the rock away with rage. Yay! Fireworks, rehearse the show, beekeeping. Alda. Hello, dear Baladin. Still jealous of me, isn't she? What a pity. I don't want people to be upset because of me. Still, I can't dedicate the Peace Festival to a single person. It's a celebration of the people of Gatherak. No individual should get all the credit. Festival is about being nice to each other. Maybe if you help her with something, she will help us in return. Just spent your entire summer here, right? Even entertainers need a home to come back to. That's why the guild built this place. It used to be an old apiary. The bees accepted the Baladins as long as they took care of them. And we found out the beeswax could be used to record our songs. Okay. I guess I'll cook again. Yay! Today's the big day. The geyser issue has not been solved, but the Peace Festival is already in full swing. Muliak is already filling up with visitors from all over Gatherak who can't wait to party. Some clever Baladins decide to pretend the theme of this year's festival is celebrating water. The results are mixed, to say the least. Ground starts shaking once again. The water stops pouring out. And a dark mass emerges from the well. Could it be a dragon? Who dares awaken a dragon? Uh-oh. To what do I owe this racket? You think you can wake the mighty Colobra without facing consequences? What is this farce of a banquet you're throwing? Have you forgotten the meaning of the festival? You fools! Without further warning, Dragon's enormous jaw opens wide. You can feel the wind coming from out of your bag and pockets. Wow, all the items I just had. I see you brought something to eat, but it's not enough. I'll have to eat something more substantial. Flash of blue light sparks between the teeth of the beast, and the world starts spitting. My dear Baladins, these last 2 months of leisure were quite invigorating, but wait, I already told you that. Oh, I remember now, the Peace Festival, the Dragon, the Warp. It seems we've been transported 6 weeks back in time. Could have been worse, actually. They didn't need us. But I think we should start investigating this situation. I'll summon you when I need your help, dear Baladins. End of the loop. You just completed your first loop. Ah, interesting. Let's continue. Ow. Baladins, I've summoned you because the situation is dire to say the least. It appears that this blasted dragon has sent us back in the past. And upon investigation, I can confirm that only our guild members remember what happened. I can't explain why. We need to investigate further. My calculations are correct. We have 6 weeks before the dragon returns. Quick, Baladins, forget about the Peace Festival. We need to warn everybody about the incoming catastrophe. Go to the castle of Hordegard and ask for the Great Council. They'll surely know how to help. They have to find a solution. Tell them it's urgent. Oh, well, that's new. Learn about the cork maker. Interesting. Okay, so I have to go east. Okay. Small rock managed to slip inside your shoes. Just give it that. That's what I thought. Yay! Okay, so that's the same. And what do you do? Hello, Baladin. Looking for a few potions to help you travel? Or do you want to sell the treasure you found? I'll give you a good price. Interesting. At least give me that. I know it can be hard to catch, but it's always a pleasure to do business with you. Okay, so this is literally playing in the same format as Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, then. Cat Merchant is cute. Reminds me I need to go back to Cozy Caravan sometime. Got their 1.0 done. Nice. Yes. Someone new? Need help? Yeah, I'm not alright these days. Could use some time out. Away, far away, but I can't leave the mill. People need flour. You could go fetch help. Ask Passion at the castle front desk. They will know what to do. I can't leave my mill. That's the mill of Hortigard. Here I grind the grain for the city. That's all. Oh, and I'm Jordy, by the way. Okay. I can't really go anywhere else, so... It's great flour comes great bread. Watching your loaf rise in the oven is a fulfilling sight. We'll do 2 of them. Yay! Greetings. Congrats for finding me. How about a quick question? Give the right answer and I'll give you a reward. How often does the Peace Festival take place? Indeed. Of course, for a Baladin, that was not a difficult question. Here is your reward. Think drink. Yeah, once every year. Welcome, Baladin. Be prepared to witness the mystical arts of Bonaventulia. Indeed, but it has a cost. 1 gold coin. Whose future is of your interest? Good. I see an eel or a snake. A dragon, a big one, and the snake, like Ugrabore himself, bites his own tail. Ouch, it's like a big knot. And the only way to break the circle is friendship. It's more peace. No, love. It's love. Did you understand our prophecy, Baladin? Not in the freaking slightest. Truth is sometimes hard to hear. This was not helpful. Maybe the prophecies would be clearer if those two stopped fighting. Urbonov and Tulia, fortune tellers. I can see the future through the back of my partner here. Yeah, so we make prophecies. It's a team effort. I'm not just the crystal ball. Did you have to interrupt me? You said I can see the future, but I can see it too. You always take all the credit. I don't know how I could if you never let me finish my sentences. Wow, the climate is tense between these two. Maybe they have trouble in their relationship. So, relaxing incense coming directly from the monastery of Rose. Huh. Along with potions as well. I'm fine with that. Come back when you're ready, Baladin. Large crowd gathers around Sebaste, the town crier. Hear ye, hear ye. The most unsettling news has reached my ears. The crowd shivers with excitement. Rumors of war have come from the frontier. 1,000 spears from Hobland are gathering in the mountains, bringing war to Gatherak along with famine and rains. The old magical tree in the city of Rose blossoms no more when the Madagots pray. Chatter is spreading among the crowd. We leave P Square, tired of hearing this nonsense. Well, I need to get to the castle, I guess. Cool. Claim the dovecote. Take your shovel, your courage, and climb downstairs. Okay. Archives, mail service, burn all the useless trash. Okay. Good morning. Welcome to the castle. May I help you? Number 346. Council. Just follow the corridor. It's the last door on the left. Counselor Orti is available for public hearings. For professional demands, you need to take a ticket and wait in line. Wait for me to call your number. Ticket number is 692. Yeah, there is no way we can wait that long, so I'm not even going to try. Castle of Gatherak. It's the central administration. Write the law, collect taxes, distribute allowances, coordinate the different councils. The image they used for Orti. What in the world? That's quite comical, honestly. May I help you? Be quick. The 33rd daily deliberation is about to commence. So you come from the future. It's not unheard of. Do you have the register? The mages of Lumensac have created a time protocol. They gave us a weird parrot statue that says unpredictable words every hour. A council member writes them all down in a register. Here's a copy dated today. Bring it back to me in the past. This will be proof that you are from the future. I'll give you the help you need. Interesting. So I can't even do anything right now then. Good Lord. I'm curious about this. So many cute cats in this game. Too bad you can only be one as a playable character. Okay then. Who art thou? Why is it thou come to my theater? I could use the help of a lesser artist like thee. Sure. Wilt thou defend thine art with all thine courage? I guess. Wilt thou take actions against usurpers even if thou die trying? My enemy is thine enemy, Baladin, the General Biscotorius, no less. Gladiator fights in the arena. The gladiator fights in the arena have drawn all the audience of the theater and will interfere with the peace festival too. Take this special spice and slip some into the fireworks of the arena. Then unfathomable misery shall descend on this accursed place. I got spice. Stand in the theater of Hortigard, an ancient institution indeed, and I am its humble guardian. Have the pleasure of directing the plays shown on its very stage. Deliver the best quality entertainment, not like that scumbag Biscotorius and her arena. What is it thou art looking for? There are many things to say about my genius. I do have my dreams and inspirations, but they are none of thine business. I open solely to true friends of the arts. Zarb again. Okay. What was the guild hall before it was the home of the Baladins? It was an apiary. Inspotion. Okay. I guess we'll go to the arena. Greetings, Baladin. Welcome to my awesome arena. Hire the director or snitch. I want to believe you, but we need evidence. Maybe he gave you something to fulfill their sabotage? I mean, sure. It was a spice. I knew it. Enough of this terrorist. Soldiers, go to the theater and arrest Halibrius. And you, Baladin, thank you for your service. You deserve an awesome reward. Belt of the Awesome. You saved us, Baladin. Come back anytime. I snitched! Wandering around the world with a bag full of stuff might affect you in an either good or bad way. Most of the items you'll carry throughout your adventure will have an effect on you simply by being in your bag. So someone gives you something, don't forget to check out how the item may have affected you. Okay. Give it back to Orty on your next time loop. Okay, so that. Number 519. I see, but we don't have a substitute miller available. Maybe I'll send an engineer there. They will figure out something. Have a nice day, Baladin. Thank you for helping the community. Hoorah, I suppose. Council send an engineer. Go check on Jordy. Okay. Takes all three. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And yet I can't do anything. So we'll just rest here then. Hey, the council has sent an engineer. They've been tinkering all day, but I don't think they're going anywhere. Boy, want to help? Working on a machine to automate the mill. Cool project, isn't it? But it doesn't work. Wind is not enough. We need more power. Bring me a power source. Maybe a magic item producing energy or something used in fireworks. Ha! The spice. Well, no, the spice wouldn't have worked. That would have sabotaged it. Okay. Alright, either way, I would have used 3. Where do the birdie gusts live? Oh, okay, cool. I got that right. Ha! He's no longer here because he was arrested. Nice. Alrighty, everybody. So we got 3 minutes of ads coming up. So 3 minutes. Get yourselves any drinks or snacks you want to, and we'll be right back after these messages. Please stay tuned. Do. Alrighty, I have returned. With grapes. Now. Okay. Okay, so if this is mostly how the game is going to be, then it's D&D, but you basically only roll for the interactions, basically. It's basically not how it runs with Baldur's Gate 3, essentially. I'm honestly kind of for this, to be fair. Yeah, in essence. Because it still rolls everything. I would have to say more D&D light. Meow, meow, meow. What do we have here? Someone in desperate need for a makeover. Don't you know the great Camelli? Greatest of all the tailors of Hortigard. I designed and sew costumes for Holly Bries's theater in the arena, among other clients. You could ask me for a new outfit. I mean, you should definitely ask me for a new outfit. I also happen to sew flags for the Peace Festival. It's quite relaxing. Observe. I can't really move anywhere else. After the artisans are astonishing. I mean, I guess I could try it. Nope. Let's see, the lush forests of Gatherac. It's the migratory flu. You had too much bread. Ever heard of it? It's because we fertilize our fields with pigeon poop. So people say we caught the birds' wanderlust from the bread we eat. That's why people never stay long at the council. They beg to come back to their farms. And the poor Geordie, he literally grinds all the wheat for the city. And he's miserable. He only thinks about going back to Rose. The poor fellow. I don't think I've been to the temple yet. Was a secret power? It's memory. Oh, okay. Oh, it gives me another action. Okay. Beware the wrath of the gods as you enter their house. Yes, I need help. I need to make a footnote reference to a previous version of a myth someone augmented this week. Do you remember by any chance when the last version of the Song of Reinhardt the Facetious was written? 17. Last time you read the tale was in school. Not very familiar with its recent additions. Baladins are busier fooling around than going to the temple. Okay. Yay. Yeah, try again. Nope. Still no. I keep getting off by 1. No. I haven't gone to the greasy gutter yet, so let's try that. Oh, that's a character. Welcome to the greasy gutter. Take a seat and a pint and let's talk. Do I look like the type to give you a quest? Nah, I'm fine. I don't need help. Don't you know the greasy gutter? It's the filthiest joint in Gatherac. But the beer is cheap and the people, well, they're alright, I guess. My atelier senses make me want to shout, BARREL! Some say you can find all sorts of shady business around here, but it's safe. Just don't take too much gold out of your pocket. But I'm not worried about Baladins having too much gold. Me? Meh. I'm a simple luton. I live here and there, but I spend most of my time here. If you ever find something shiny and you don't know what to do with it, give it to me. I like shiny things. Everybody does. Okay, so we can't go this way for the demo, so that's fine. Nah, what's going on? Are you kidding me? I can't do anything. I am soft locked out of it. Okay, then. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna have to pause this for a moment, I guess. So even though I was just going up to see what was up there, it essentially soft locked me because since I'm not on mouse and keyboard. I guess above anything, I could try and just do it with mouse and keyboard then. Alright, so we're gonna have to stop the game. And then once it's done, I'll reboot it back up. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so we can't go, I'm assuming that we can't go right then. Let's just... Okay. Yep. That's fine. Okay. Act like the hooded figure in the corner. People of Hortigard are full of wisdom and philosophy. You also catch a rumor or two. Do you ever think we could raise our standards? What do you mean? I could become rich and famous? Exactly. Like Emily. I heard he came from the slums of Merkazon, and look at him now. As if he learned in the best guilds of Fargarak. Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure. I heard that he made that up. Gruid guides me. I'd hate him even more if that were true. Surroundings of the greasy gutter are a maze of streets. Making out and alive is a matter of finesse. Okay. And let's just give this a whirl. Ha! And they're surely stronger than you. You lose every round and your arm is hurting. Oh, you again. Will you fulfill your destiny and feed the mighty Calabra? Surrender all your belongings to me. It will be my pleasure to devour all of them. When Calabra eats the items we bring them, they get more and more satiated. This gauge indicates their fullness. I guess all it takes to end this is to feed them all we can. Okay, it seems that we are inside Calabra's mouth right now. It's filled with all the items we got during the loot. Apparently, Calabra's granting us to keep one item each to bring back to the next loot. Select your item of choice to secure it and unselect it to change your mind. Of course, if you take an item, this value will be deducted from Calabra's gauge. Don't want to keep any items, just select an empty space. Keep in mind that an item is linked to the Baladin who picked it up. They're the one that will have it for the next loot. This belt fills me with courage, or maybe that's just the indigestion. But one's glory is another one's demise. The rector and the general will remain enemies. It's not enough. Keep finding things to feed me. Now I'll have to quench my hunger and eat time. Again! But for now... Bad quest endings explored. Good quest endings. Rumors heard. Characters met. Items given to Calabra. Okay. Okay. I need another grape for myself. Okay, so that's basically how this game works then. So each loop you just steadily get further and further along, but you only have about 7 to 8 weeks, I want to say. And I suppose above anything, you just need to try and get everything done as much as you can before it rolls back to the week before. Go again, try to seek help at the Grand Council. Gang of bandits springs out of the shadows, pushing a blade against your throat. Your money or your life? You throw the blade off your throat and fight like a beast. Bang! Wallop! Bow! Swinging your fists wildly, you bloody noses, bruised eyes, and whined abdomens. This maniac's not worth it. Let's scram. Bandits flee the scene, dropping some gold in their haste. Ooh, 3 gold. Nice. Let's see here. Knowledge, finesse. There we go. That could work. Horde guard. Well, all I can do is go over here. Yep, and it just does that. I mean, my thoughts on this as a game as a whole above anything, I'm fine with. I actually think this is quite unique. It still plays it as what I assume with board games, especially with like Baldur's Gate in general or D&D as a whole. It's just the fact that it takes the quote-unquote combat out of the equation and essentially just makes it more of a, I want to say more of a wholesome style if you get rid of the aspect of the dragon eating timeline. And above anything, it's taking aspects also of Majora's Mask because you only have a set amount of days before you have to actually repeat. Social puzzle. That's basically what it boils down to, is the fact that you need to make sure that you go about to every person in a proper order in order to be able to get a good or a bad ending, depending on how it goes. And I'm fine with that, honestly. The aesthetic is nice. The music is wonderful to hear, because I actually kind of like this style of music. And honestly, the gameplay itself, it's interactive, at least on the base level of actually choosing your options and just rolling with the punches. There is no combat involved. If there is, the only quote-unquote combat there is just with the rolling of the dice like a regular RPG tabletop would be. But overall, I am curious as to see how this will continue as it gets more and more developed. And plus, when you play this as well with multiplayer, with friends taking over the other 3 characters, every character is going to have a specific thing that they're actually good at. And everyone is going to have, I guess, like their own specific areas that they're going to have to go to. So it's slightly set in stone, but it can still be up for grabs on anyone for whoever wants to do it. Okay, so that ends that week. So it's 7 weeks altogether. And you can only move, it looks like, movement? I don't know if that's going to be able to get upgraded as you advance in the game story. But only time will tell as to actually what happens with that. Most horrible noise on the planet reaches your ears. A crowd is booing at a stage, empty. Quickly notice a comedian running in circles. She notices you. You, about it, thank you, Kosa. It's a miracle. One of my comedians is in bed, sick. I need someone to play her part. It is your sacred duty to entertain people. She's right. It is your sacred duty indeed. I can't do either. I only have 4. Well, it's the best I'm going to get, so... Okay, there we go. Waiting for Ugrabore is quite a classic. Every Baladin knows this, or at least they should. Audience knows it too. Is delighted to recognize the exact words of the author. Performance surely will not go unnoticed. Okay. I mean, that kind of worked out. Okay, so we got to go to Ordi. Okay. So give register. This register is dated from the past, not the future. I'm sorry, but it doesn't prove anything. Wait, what? How does that not prove anything? I'm so confused. You need to prove that you come from the future, so you must get a time. What? But I have it. It's dated from the past, not the future. Sorry, but it doesn't prove anything. How does that not prove it? I am so confused about that. Prove that you came from the future. I did get a time register. Hmm. Hmm. Luck shines upon you, quite skillful at the game. Win big and know when to stop playing. 2 finesse and a gold. Okay. Can't get rid of a song stuck in your head. Singing out loud would be a way, but is it safe to draw attention here? I believe that works. You actually know quite a repertoire of dirty songs. Spend the rest of the day remembering songs you thought you had forgotten. Focus and think hard to understand the lyrics. It's a tale about a dragon who came from the depths of the earth. The dragon started to eat and eat and eat. 'Twas a beast the mightiest warriors could not defeat. Dragon ate so much it even ate time, and the world repeated itself in an uninspired rhyme. Well, that's a weird song. Okay. Ah. Okay then. Type of creatures hasn't been seen in Gatherac for centuries. Dragons, yes. Even if presence of dragons has been recorded in Gatherac, no one's seen one in at least 2 centuries. Sealed potion. Okay. Yeah, I can break that easily myself. Corridors are covered with ancient writings. Deciphering them is colossal work, but you learned a lot about old times. And that's the clearing of the tunnels. Oh, and you can always skip by technicality, too. Contains the made-up words of the statue for the second... Oh, I see what's going on. I see what it means to try and do with that freaking book. Okay. And it does keep track of it. Unfortunately, I don't think I can make it within the first week. Yeah, because this was gotten a week too. God damn it. Local drunkard probing the ground. Drop my keys, Baladin. Help me. I'm just gonna do that. And it looks like you cannot. Okay. Because by technicality, it's the word of this week. So no matter what I do, I can't get it. Oh, good lord. Okay, there we go. So let's actually do that. Because we need one from the 5th day then. What in the heck? What? What's going on? What did I do? No, every time it loops back around, it is not the end of the demo. You get 7 weeks in order to be able to get everything done when it involves the game. But while there are 3 other places I could go to, unfortunately they are restricted because they have not been fully developed in this demo. So pretty much the only 2 areas I can go to is the one I just got to and the previous area. Not like I had creation anyway. Now I do. There we go. Alright, so end the turn on this. Are you sure? Yep, there we go. Shramolex Vandeviande Obromede. And the next one must be Suffragette. Suffragette! By the gods, you do come from the future. Here, have some stickers for you and your fellow time travelers. Baladins now have the time traveler stickers. They will be recognized as coming from the future by people knowing about the protocol. About your dragon problem, there might be solutions. You should ask Onorada, the matriarch of the Spell Hood in Lumensec. Or maybe you could try with the High Judge of Merkazon. I'm sure you'll find a solution in the future. See you earlier, time traveler. Okay, so that's the end of the demo. Okay. It's cute. That's the best word that I can say. Its art style and its aesthetics and everything, it's cute. The gameplay itself, it's enjoyable. It's more of a puzzle solver than anything, and it has aspects from D&D that makes it an RNG style on whether you can actually get something done or if it's going to be a bit of a headache, essentially. So I like it for what it is and what it's trying to do. I would certainly myself get this if it actually, when it actually goes on sale. I don't know if I would get it outright for the first time. I'd probably have to see if there's going to be any more development for the demo. Because, I mean, for what it is, it's cute for itself. But as for myself, I don't know if it would be for me in general. I'd probably have to be in one of those moods to where I would actually enjoy it myself. But that is Baladins, at least, for this demo. And like I said, it does have local co-op, and it also has online, which I'm going to assume is just mostly through Steam. Request the code from your friend. Okay. Okay. I mean, like I said, it's not bad. It's pretty interesting for itself. And I guess above anything, the other game that we can try and dive into... I don't know if I can be able to get it to work. It's downloading the content right now, so I might... So I might have to wait on Beastro, because it looks like it still needs to download something else. I was under the impression that once I got it installed and everything, it was done, but it looks like once I click play, it still needs to download a bit more of itself. So it's possible that Beastro, above anything, might have gotten an update then. Well, it's actually going by relatively quickly. I guess above anything, what I can do is it should be done relatively in about 3 minutes or so. So what we'll do is we'll do an early ad break real quick. We'll get this out of the way because the ads are actually going to start in about less than 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and do the ad break. This will actually let Beastro finish downloading what it needs to do. And then we can go into that game. So 3 minutes, everybody, and I will be right back after these messages. And Beastro should be up and ready by then. Okay. So, we are back. I actually did get it to download and everything. And I think we should be good. I did play this game earlier off stream. I did not really get through it all that much to begin with. So above anything, this is still going to be another blind run, essentially. Simply because I just don't know, like, what's going on in general. Plus, it has been a while since I played it, so I've fully forgotten what it is. Oh, good. You're awake. Come on. Chapter 1, Shifting Ground. Until I regain my strength, I thought I would spend some time here and heal. You can stay as long as you need, but we have work to do. Work? Are you not worried about the remnant? What do you want me to do? I'm a chef, not a caretaker. I'm sure they'll get it locked soon. This is what they've been planning for. Right. Do you think they expect me to be out there? Everyone assumes you're dead. Until last night, no one had seen you since, well, aren't you too young to know about that? The wiping out of an entire flavor? Chef, remember? Not having spicy around is pretty obvious. You did what you had to do to save everyone else. Besides, if you go back out there, I don't think you're coming back. Just come with me, we'll run through the chores, and then we can meet up with Traverse and open the restaurant. Give it a day or two, we'll get you ready to battle. Caca! The Delishkins are up. Time to get going. It feels like it's me. The characters are fine. What has me a little leery? The movement of the character feels stiff. Like, not the controls itself, but the way the character moves. It looks so predetermined, in my opinion, that it comes off as being robotic and not lifelike. See how everyone is doing this morning. F to change seed. Raw rice. And E to water. Okay. E to gather. Mix veggies. And then water. Okay. Grub. Pet the chickens. I'm assuming they're chickens. Now we have to wonder if the stiffness is in character or if the animation is just too stiff. Like, maybe it's due to the outfit that he has to be stiff like that. But I'm hoping there's going to be, like, maybe some scene to where it's, like, in different clothing at least. That the animation will be a little bit more fluent. Because if not, and it stays that same, it could just be the animation, which I'm hoping will get fixed. I'll grab. I got leaves. I don't know what to do with them. Delishkin meat. I'm going around everywhere and just grabbing whatever looks shiny. And yes, I am a redneck. I don't care. Oh, goodness. Bara Pex Lover. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, that's right. I forgot to do that real quick. Give me a second, everyone. Enjoy the music while I fix this up. Do they shed legs in the pen? I don't know. Truth be told. Okay, so this one is... Well, that doesn't help. Of course, I love your... Aw, thank you so much! Beastro, that's what I need. There we go. I changed the title of the tag. That way we can actually see what we're... others can see what I'm playing as well. Okay, there we go. Well, I do hope you enjoy your stay here. I'm just playing some demos above anything. I did get done with Baladins recently. It's a cute game for itself. And right now I'm trying Beastro. Yoink! Bara anthros are hot. Well, how are they not? Feed. Oh, okay. You have to throw it. Okay. Okay, there's that. Here, that. Very good point. Okay. And it looks like every time you feed them, they give out eggs. Okay. Yoink. Feed cow leaves. That's a cow. Moo. Oh my gosh, he even belches. Excuse me. Okay. So I fed everyone, so I guess we go over here. Morning, Panko. I've got Traverse's delivery order ready for today. Haven't seen him yet, so do you mind taking it to the restaurant? It's a great mix of staples. I even took a nibble to test the quality, and my stomach has been rumbling ever since. Thanks, Orso. I'll give this to him so we can prep for the day. Raw rice. Cow milk. Peak leek. Okay. Interesting. I feel like this whole dang place is going to be a maze to try and traverse through. Where am I even going? I'm going the wrong way as it is. What the... When did this get filled with water? It's always been that way. May I ask, I hear a slight southern accent from you. Are you from the south? Yes, I am, technically. I may not have been born in the South in the USA, but I was raised there. Oh, it's just, it used to be where we'd hold celebrations and mark milestones. I'd set up a big bonfire and people would toss their coins in with their wishes. Well, it's been a while since we had something to celebrate. Yeah, I suppose so. Good morning. How's the catch today? Fantastic. There are a few pockets of fish out there today. You should gather up some grubs and try your luck at the pier. I'd love to see some fish on the menu soon. Most of my family is all scattered down there. That's fair. I'm guessing you don't currently know. I do not currently live there. My family does, but I do not. Or grub. Do I use that? I use that to fish. Okay. Press bait. Hold space to cast. R&D to rotate. How far does it go? Okay. I got a shrimp! Crab Lamo. Interesting. There we go. I seem to get it just at the edge. Gotcha. I got wood! Another. Okay. By technicality, I live more central east. Oh, I don't have any more. Okay, so shrimp, crab lamo, wood. Okay, so you only have so much grub then. Got it. We live in a furry world. Is there anything out here that I can grab? I guess is my question. I will say at the very least, my hand keeps wanting to press the... Ooh. I got a seashell. My hand keeps pressing the spacebar like I'm going to jump. I know that's not a function for this game, but... Gotta love how the natural selection of your hand makes you want to do things normally. Anything back here? No. Gotta catch a hoop fish at night. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else, so... Alright. Let's go to the exclamation point. Ew, something else to gather. Peak leak. I can't feed you. Can I collect you? Bitter hammerbug. Ooh, crunchy. Maybe he's stiff running because he doesn't have a tail. Ah, that's a possibility. Hey, Traverse, I got the delivery from Orso. It's not usually this, charred, right? Traverse? A Traverse? I don't think he's here. He's here. He's always here. We were supposed to cook mushrooms today. He loves mushrooms. You still have mushrooms and palopori? Everything seems so different now. Well, no. He lives outside the wall and brings them back. Outside the wall? The wall that's protecting all of you from the wilds and the monsters? Tails are not for demos, only full-pay games. You want to have a tail for yourself? You better pay up. I swear to God. Kind of sad for this quality of facial animation they don't have voice for. Yeah, unfortunately. It's never mattered before. He's always here, and then you show up, and now he's not. In this place, well, look at it. I have to find him. Are you just going to leave things like this? I'll deal with that later. I gotta talk to Bull. Aw, the picture is cute. Chef XP, current chef level, chef points, restaurant appeal. Okay. Yoink. Cloudberry. The child duck is running. Yoink. I am not that great with mouse and keyboard, but I make do. Bull, have you seen Traverse today? Can't say that I have, but he never enters through this door. I've been guarding this spot ever since my little pads could lift that blocked door. Not a soul has ever entered through this door. Yup. No one has come through that door. Panko, who is this? Oh, she's... Flambe. Great to meet you, Paloporian. You'll find my signature in the guest log throughout all of history, though it's been a while since I was last here. Wait, really? Oh, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I just assumed you were dead. I almost was. Banco found me last night and is helping me to regain my strength. I apologize for sneaking in, but things got a bit dire when the remnant opened up in the marshlands. You're safe here, Flambe. We built this wall to protect us from everything out there. Unlocked remnant or not, this door is staying shut and my friends are going to be protected. I can keep an eye on things from here. I hope so. And seeing as we have you, the actual guardian of Solido, here in town, I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah, right. I'm sure I'll heal up quick too. Exactly. And in the meantime, traditions are traditions, and you will still need to sign the guest log. I'll make sure to do so today. Wonderful. Panko, should I be worried about Traverse? I'm not sure. I'm going to go check his secret entrance. I'll let you know if he comes this way. I'll keep things locked down, as always. Oh, good lord, all the way up there? Okay. Okay, so it looks like I gotta go upwards now. So is Central East the same as the East Coast? I was never good with geography. Basically, it's in the central of the states, but it's slightly east. So basically, if you're looking at the map, you're basically north, up, east, right. That's essentially what it is. Sounds like a cheat code. It's the Konami one. I'm trying to make it again. Up, up, down, down, left, right. This is how Traverse usually comes into town, but when he left, I stacked those rocks on top, and now they're here. Why do you stack the rocks? Traverse says it's so we know if the boulder has moved. He must have come back at some point and then left again. That must be why the kitchen is a mess. He's probably getting stuff to fix it and was in a rush. Do you want to go out there and see if we can find him? I'm not made for that. Palopori is a town of artisans. We were left behind because we're not built for fighting. I'd probably just die. So what do you want to do? The town still has to eat, and I need to think. So I guess we just get on with it, and I'll figure something out. What about the broken oven? Let's see if Thea has some parts. Where am I going? Where's a marker when you need it? Oh, okay, over here. Why am I getting flashbacks of, my Lonesome Guild? I'm getting flashbacks of my Lonesome Guild playthrough. The bird. The bird. Why, hello, Chef. What can I help you with? You haven't seen Traverse today, have you? Not today, but I don't usually see him until in the evenings. Is something wrong? I'm not sure if something is wrong, but things definitely aren't right. The restaurant is in shambles, and Traverse is nowhere to be found. I think maybe it caught on fire. The oven is broken and everything is a bit burned. That is concerning. Well, I don't have any oven bits at the moment, but I have been dabbling with the idea of expanding my wares. I would no longer be constrained by the whims of the wilds and what washes ashore. I can smith the objects of my own imagination and maybe even yours if you happen to find some inspiration. Yes, I think I can fix the oven, but I will need some iron ore, and I just don't have any right now. But there's no ore in Palopori. That could be a problem. Well, I'll try to sort an alternate solution, but if for some reason you get some ore, I'll have the plan unlocked in my shop. And I'm sure much like the ore, Traverse will show up soon. Yeah, he's probably still getting mushrooms. It doesn't usually take this long, but that's likely it. Exactly. And the oven could have had an ember still in it that exploded or sent smoke everywhere. Yeah, you're right. We have to get on with the day. So it needs 3 ore and money. I have the money, but it looks like I just need the ore. I can get another garden bed if I want to. Well, we'll leave that alone for now. We should go clean things up. We've never missed a service, and even with the broken oven, we still have folks to feed. Every remnant has a hearth lock like this one. As long as my flame is burning in there, it remains locked. If the flame is extinguished, which can only be done with a hearth key, the remnant will open. Oh, it's a gate, in essence. Okay. Quick, someone get me some water. I want to douse it and see what happens. Oh my god, they're here! Ah! Just become the new anti-villain at that point. Anti-hero. Anti-villain! I am a hero! Tea house opens in the evening. Oh, this is a tea house. Neat. That doesn't stop people from crowding around it. Let's see what's happening around town. Announcements. To hear Traverse is missing, it seemed as though he was getting a bit bored with the ingredients he had on hand. Word travels fast in a small town. Clean the restaurant. Alright. I swear to God, if they ever make a plushie of this little one right here I can talk to, I am going to buy it. Yay! The fish is back up. Painting set. That'll work. There we go. You can kind of design it in your own way. Okay. I kind of like the pot collection more. Stick with our classic Palopori dishes for today's service. Once we get the hang of things, we can try coming up with a new recipe. Okay. Okay. There. Menu on the counter. Shall we put on the menu? Alright, looks like I can do one of each, so let's do that. Alright, I'm assuming this is the actual gameplay. How to play, avoid the red bubbles. Okay. I have to use the directional buttons. Yeah. Ah! Perfect! Haha! I know how to cook. Chop the ingredients at the right time. Okay, that's gonna take a little bit getting used to. Boil! Aim for the... Hold the left button and then release. Too far! Dang it. Got an okay on that one. Okay. Serve. And serve. Yay, I did it. Perfect, amazing, okay. One was fast, one was rapid. Okay. 12 gold coins and a tip. Nice. So this is what smells so good. Can I take a seat anywhere? Quiet time, we'll get something in you soon. It smells amazing in here. Not like home, but whatever you're cooking seems great. Who are you? Oh, right. You don't get many outsiders here. We've never gotten an outsider here. Well, I guess until last night. I'm Oishi, an umami denizen, one of their caretakers. I left our haven back in Portobello to fight the monsters near and protect the umami spirits of the marshlands. So what brought you here to Palo Pori? I was out in the marshlands and needed a break. I saw your big gate and remembered there was supposed to be a town just on the other side. That lovely guard let me in when I told her I needed a snack. She said this restaurant had the best food in all of Solido. I could use some nourishment before I head back out into the wilds. You're going back out there? Of course. I believe there are some spinoots native to the region nearby. I need to make sure they're okay, and if I take down a monster or two, that will keep them and the spirits safe. Seems like a good plan. I think I can help you out. Any requests? I saw some delishkens on my way over here. I would love an egg in my meal. I also like some flavors more than others. I always feel more energized if a meal matches my palate. I can figure something out. Oishi has asked for a meal to help him prepare for his venture. As chef, you will assemble that meal for him. The recipe base and ingredients you use will add to his deck of cards and provide the abilities he'll have for his venture in the wilds. You'll select a recipe base as the foundation of the meal. They have their own fixed placement on the board, flavor profile, and set of cards associated with them. Start by selecting the rice bowl. Great, now that you have a recipe base, it's time to add ingredients to make it your own. Select an empty square on the mise en place board to open the ingredients list. This is the ingredients list where you can select an ingredient from your inventory to place on the board. Here you can learn all about the ingredient you have selected. Each ingredient has a flavor type, flavor weight, and card value. Some even have special effects. Every ingredient you put in your meal adds a card to your deck. Try selecting an umami delicious egg and place it next to the mixed vegetables. Oh, okay. Effects. Okay, so I just need the delicious egg. Okay, there we go. Place the ingredient. Great, now that you've placed an ingredient, you can see how it affects the flavor profile here. Caretaker's palette shows the amount of each flavor they want in their meal, indicated by a target range. For each flavor within its target range, the caretaker will gain a bonus +5 stamina for their venture. This is also where an ingredient's flavor weight comes into play. Stronger the weight, the more it will increase the flavor in the meal. Keep an eye on the flavor palette to see how much an ingredient changes the flavor profile. Above the flavor palette is the caretaker's specific craving. Oishi wants a delicious egg, which you've already given him, so he now has a gold star. Well done. Fulfilling a caretaker's craving will help you build your relationship with them. A good relationship will unlock perks to help in combat. Place one more ingredient for this meal. Select another empty square to open the ingredients list. Okay, so I can't use the mouse. I have to use the AWSD. Okay. So we do this. Give Oishi a sour card by selecting cow milk and placing it next to the delicious egg. This is the flavor wheel. It shows the relationship between all the flavors in our world. Some flavors enhance one another, increasing their weight, while others balance one another, decreasing their weight. The umami delicious egg balances the bitter mixed veggies, while the sour cow milk enhances the umami delicious egg. Flavor relationships goes both ways. For example, sour enhances umami, and umami enhances sour. These relationships affect the overall flavor profile of the meal. Maybe you need to lower your bitter flavor profile to match the target range. Try placing a bitter ingredient next to an umami ingredient to lower both their weights. This is the caretaker's deck. This deck will be used in combat and is assembled from the choices you made for your recipe-based ingredients, but we'll dive more into this later. Let's serve Oishi this delicious meal. F. You will not be able to make any changes to the board and will not be able to cancel the serving process. That's fine. Ew! Interesting. He's eating the bowl! That was quite delicious. Flavors matched all 25. 55 stamina and 3 attack. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like those already get pre-made and I don't really get a sort of thing about it. Okay. Talk to the flambe in the tree. Ready to close the restaurant for the evening? Pretty much. And nighttime. You're not going to believe what happened. Like, I knew I felt weird after your cooking, but I didn't know how weird. Okay. It's a good thing, I think. Well, I don't know, but it's a thing. So, what happened? I have to show you. I put something together with the help of Thea and Gia. Meet me at the tea house when you're ready. See, he says that, and yet I run away back to the shore. Wonder, is there another way that I can get more? I don't have more grub! No! Wait, what? I can't fish without nighttime bait. I have to have nighttime bait. Night, 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 night. Speaking of nighttime bait, I found what I needed. Catch a hoop fish. Okay, here we go. There we go. I got a hoop. Being as small as this main character is, I'm pretty sure he could play hula hoop with a fish. It's just so wrong. It was an actual hoop fish. I was not thinking it was going to be something like that. I'm not going to lie. Oh, good lord. Over here. Ew. Kind of like the setup. Alright, I'm coming. Yoink! Isn't this amazing? We built a puppet theater. I mean, it is pretty fun. Who's in there? We'll talk about that later. I need to show you what happened today in the wilds. Okay. Want to hear all about it. Okay, here goes. What the... So I went back into the marshlands just as I had planned, but my stomach was dancing and twisting. Wasn't sick, but something was off. I did my best to ignore the rumbles. What the... I can select... What's going on here? It only took a few steps before I realized my tracks were not alone. Something had trudged through this mud before me. Something I had never seen or read about. And when I looked up to see what was ahead, a plant approached me. I reached out, but it did not seem friendly. My stomach lurched as the rumble grew stronger, and then I could feel it. The flavor magic was within me, giving me power. So I listened to my stomach, and suddenly I had channeled the magic of the flavor spirits to fight off this little tooth planter. What the... Welcome to combat. Hello? Okay, I wasn't expecting this. The meal you cooked for your caretaker has set them up for their battle, influencing their cards, stamina, and abilities. Your goal is to defeat monsters to earn new ingredients to help the caretakers venture farther into the wilds. Beastro's combat takes place over a number of rounds. Each round, the monster will play its card first. Monster's card will set the flavor type of the round, also known as leading the trick in card games. Your goal is to match the monster's flavor and outscore them. We'll go over this in more detail now. This minion, what? I have my head in my hand right now over that joke. This minion means business. It played an Umami 2 card game. The creators knew what they were doing. The key pieces of information on the card are the valued, indicated by the number at the bottom. Flavor, indicated by the color of the card and the symbol on the bottom left. The ingredient, rewarded as loot if won, is shown by the icon in the middle. And the balancing flavors icon is shown in the top right, which we will learn more about later. Now that the monster has set the flavor for the round, let's see what we can do about it. As mentioned before, main goal is to match the flavor played with a higher value number. Playing a card with the incorrect flavor will result in an automatic loss. There is one exception to this rule, which we will explore later. Taking a look at your hand, you have just the thing for this minion, an Umami 4. Select the Umami 4 from your hand to place it in the staging area. Doop, 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 doop. That should do it. Now that you've selected a card, a few pieces of information on screen will tell you how the round will play out. Since you are winning the trick, the monster will show a shield on their card, indicating they are blocking. The monster card also lowered in height, showing that your card is winning. That brings us to the card comparison for damage. Cards being played are compared against one another, which basically means 4 minus 2 equals 2. Oyashi's base attack value of +3, indicated by the number on the sword, is also added to the total. So a grand total of 5 damage is being shown on the minion. Okay, I see what it's going for. So basically, originally it's supposed to be 2, but then you add the base attack value that they have as well. Okay. Now it's time to lock in your turn. Press play to commit to this attack and hit the minion. Both monsters and caretakers have stamina. When a monster's stamina reaches 0, you won. When your caretaker's stamina reaches 0, the venture ends and you will lose a percentage of your loot. Monsters also have a base attack. If they win the trick, the same card comparison as before plays out and the caretaker takes damage. Now that you have the basics, finish this minion off. That's -4. Yoink. It even shows a little ghost with a harp. It seemed the minion would set the flavor magic and the value I need to overcome. If my flavor magic matched the monsters and had a higher value, I'd attack. If my magic was weaker, I would be attacked. However, as long as I matched the flavor, I could block some of the damage of the attack. Let's see what else this flavor magic can do. This minion seems to be up to something. It played a bitter card. Lucky for you, just like at Misen Place, flavors in combat can be balanced and enhanced. In this case, you'll be balancing the monster's flavor card. On a monster's card, the balancing flavors icon is shown in the top right. Bitter is balanced by umami, and you have plenty of umami cards. You can also see which cards will balance the monster's card by looking at your hand. Your balancing cards will be jumping with magical power. You can also access the flavor wheel in combat to review how flavors balance and enhance one another. This time, instead of matching the card's flavor, we'll play its balancing flavor. Let's balance the bitter 2 by playing an umami 4. When a character's card is balanced, its value is cut in half. In this case, it cuts the bitter 2 down to a bitter 1, leading to greater damage. Okay, so this is just basically rock, paper, scissors in that sense then. If I match it, it's a tie, and they would take the normal damage. If I win, they would take more damage. But if I lose, I will be the one to take damage instead. Okay. This is basically another version of Jankenpo. Just like Misen Palace, relationship goes both ways. Umami card balances a bitter, and bitter balances an umami. However, you don't have to worry about your cards getting balanced. Since monsters lead the rounds, only their cards can be balanced in combat. Play your umami forward to finish this fight in one hit. Hi-ya! Yoink! Okay, the monster sets the flavor of the fight, and it's up to me to pick a card that matches or balances the monster's flavor. If my magic is stronger, I attack. So I will look for one of those 2 flavors in my hand each time I encounter a battle. Balancing a monster's magic cuts their value in half, giving me a great advantage. Oh, another one. This minion has a card equal to the highest value in your deck. However, you can tackle this problem by enhancing your card. Start by playing an umami 4. The bottom left corner of a caretaker's card shows the enhancing flavor, following the same rules as Mise en Place. enhancing goes both ways. In this case, umami is enhanced by sour. Sour is enhanced by umami. Enhancing combines the value of the two played cards, helping you outscore the big cards played by more powerful monsters. After you play your main card, you will have the chance to enhance it. Cards that can enhance the main card will bounce with excitement. And don't forget, you can view the flavor wheel at any time. Now enhance the Umami 4 with a Sour 3 to really send this minion packing. Okay. And then I found what I'd been looking for, Spinoot tails. I knew they were out there somewhere, but usually the Spinoots are in the same place as where they drop their tails. But I didn't see anything around. I decided to grab the tail to investigate. Stay within the green area. Oh, I gotta use... There we go. I gotta use the ASD for this one. Yes. Oh no. This is very dry. They're distressed. They'll head to the wettest area they can find. Okay, water. Where would they go? The streaming kelp trees. That would be the safest and wettest place to hide out. And then I saw some weeds dancing through the mud. They were traveling in packs now. 2 minions are here for this encounter. You will play 1 card to fight both monsters, as you can only cast 1 spell per round. Your card will play against each monster independently. It will fight against the nearest monster first and the farthest monster second. With 2 monsters, there will be some rounds where you'll be able to attack both monsters with 1 card. And there will be others where it will be impossible to beat it with 1 card. In those instances, you must decide which monster to take damage from. In this case, you can beat both by playing a higher value Umami card. Okay, so if I actually go with that. Okay. Hiya. Hiya. Hey, Pillow. Hopefully you're doing well. Hiya. Hiya. This is so cute, yet at the same time very interactive. I think this is more my type of game that I like. I bet I can balance one monster's magic and match the others. You can view your cards at any time here. You'll see the remaining cards in your deck, your discard pile, and the loot you have won so far. If you don't have the cards you need in your hand, you can always use Fill Hand to draw back up to 5 cards, or discard to get a whole new hand. Just be careful. Refreshing a caretaker's magic is tiring. Refilling costs 1 stamina, while discarding costs 2. That's everything you need to know about combat for now. It may feel like a lot to learn, but you'll get the hang of it after a few battles. Now finish this fight. Yeah, do that. Hiya. Alright, so 1 down. And we'll just work with that. Hiya. Would you look at that? I just need to focus on how I can be stronger than my enemy. Using the balancing flavor to the monster's magic will help me cut their value in half. I can also improve my primary flavor by playing its enhancing flavor alongside it, boosting the value of my own magic. When faced with 2 different flavors from the monsters, I will need to pick my battles, so they say. Okay. And soon enough, I found Flambe's rest stop and the pyre she would sleep in during her journeys. I figured if it was a good place for her to rest, it would be one for me too. I lit her pyre and set up my tent. I would be able to start my next venture from here as I explored the marshlands. I tried to sleep, but I was much too excited. So much had changed, I rushed back to Palopori, and, well, here we are. A successful venture complete and a new ingredient to try. With the pyre now lit, I could start my journeys from here in the future. Okay, so they're basically checkpoints. Got it. Okay. I like the image with the bird for it. I still can't believe it, Chef. I've eaten hundreds of meals in my lifetime. I've never had magic like that. What are you putting in your food? I didn't really do anything Traverse and I haven't done before. I suppose I made a special meal for you, but I didn't do anything different. I just cooked it up over our fire. About that, your fire seemed a bit, well, flambe-like. Oh. It's okay, Panko. Oishi, good to properly meet you. I must apologize for not introducing myself earlier. You're alive! I thought it was you back at the restaurant, but I wasn't quite sure. But then, when I had all this flavor magic, I just knew. You're not mad? We all make hard choices. Something brought us both here. It seems like we're to work together. Maybe you're not ready to go back out there, but I am, and it seems like you can send your magic with me. Oh, I brought you back some of those minions I fought. Even if they're monsters, we shouldn't let them go to waste. I can't help but wonder what they taste like. Do you think I'd get some kind of new magic? They seem to be able to grow, so maybe I can too? That's a great idea. The monsters seem to be gaining magic from the flavor spirits they're consuming. Maybe we can channel that magic into you through our cooking. Let's head to the restaurant before bed. We need to study how to cook with minion before we can add these tales to a dish. I'm going to hang out here for a minute and try to figure out where I'm going to rest tonight. Bull said she'd help me find a place to sleep. See you tomorrow, little chef. Spinute on a trick when attack value is converted to healing. Ooh. This ingredient requires studying. Interesting. Try sauteing minion meat in the kitchen. Okay. So, at least in summation of everything, I've never gotten this far in my first blind playthrough when I tried it offline. Where I got to was probably up to that boulder of where they were talking about Traverse using it as a secret entrance. I've never gotten past that because I think it was either my attention span got the better of me or it was because something had to be done that took my attention away. Night Blossom. Ooh. But going into this more in depth now, I can get behind it if it's going to be like this more. It's more card-based style if I'm being blunt. The cooking is all interactive, which I definitely like. And the battle system is also interactive, but on a card-based level style. And that's fine with me as well. Because in some regards, this is giving me some kind of reminiscent feeling of when I played Cult of the Lamb, in essence. Because doing different things gave different bonuses and stuff like that. And you would also have tasks that you would have to deal with as well. It does make me wonder if this game is, like, continuous after the fact from the main story. But I guess we'll just have to wait to see for the full game to be released, essentially. And don't mind me, I am just walking around trying to look for stuff while also talking as well to pass the time. I do enjoy the music. Music's great. I have a glow gerb. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Oh, hello. Gotcha. Night Blossom again. Okay. Do. Alright, let's head back over. Okay, so no button actually does the run function, so this is the main speed that you have to go with. Okay. Okay. So apparently we're supposed to saute it. I think I can cook this here. Okay, so is it going to be... Yep, it's going to be the same thing. No! The evil red bubbles. That worked. Minion is a bit chewy, but it has some really nice umami flavor. Kind of like a meaty mushroom with some herbs already built in. I could probably make a new recipe base out of this for oishi. I should write up a new recipe card. Ingredient studying. Panko has learned how to use minion meat. Many monster ingredients will require Panko to study how to use them by practicing their technique. Each time you successfully learn how to cook a new ingredient, you'll earn Chef XP. You also gain Chef XP by completing quests, building relationships, serving patrons, and more. As you earn Chef XP, you will unlock Chef Points, which are used to unlock new recipes for Panko. You've now earned your first Chef Point. Use the recipe box in the restaurant to spend it. Doot. Oh, so that's what this is for. Okay. Traverse always told me to put any new recipe ideas in here. I never felt ready before, but sauteing with that minion meat gave me an idea. Recipe box is where Panko learns new recipe bases for caretakers and patron meals to serve to the townsfolk. The box will be open when you have a chef point ready to use. Recipe bases allow Panko to start the mise en place board with a new configuration. Bases are paired with starting cards and have a square icon. Look for bases that build toward the decks and abilities you want. Many bases have effects they unlock. Patron meals will help Panko to earn more money and help unlock future upgrades. Look for the round icons and those that unlock appeal and customers. So it's either the left one or the right one. Or in this case, left and middle. Okay, so hold to acquire. Okay. Palo Pori salad. Salad. I'm fine with that. I gotta go to bed. I still have to repair the oven, but I still have to find coal. I should get some rest. Day 2! Bird! You made all of this on your own? It's so impressive. Why, thank you. I really do feel as if I've come into my own here. So I had this idea. As I keep venturing deeper into the wilds, I'm not sure if I'll always have the stamina to reach a camp. I need a way to ask for help. Yes. Some kind of call so we know you need a pickup. And then one of us crows could come scoop you up in our strong talons and carry you back here like a baby. Exactly. What you need is a call bell. You know what? Give me 1 second. Ta-ha! It is done! Such a great idea deserves to be brought to life. Please take this with you on your next venture, and if you want to leave, just give it a ring. Aww! That looks so adorable! I want one! I need for someone to make me one! Ooh, I love it. I'm gonna tuck this right in by the softest moss to keep it safe. Many thanks. I'll be in the garden if you need me. I still can't believe it. We gave Oishi some of my magic through my flame and your food. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. You don't seem excited. Well, it's just like everything is changing. I was happy being a sous chef. Now Traverse is gone. A random caretaker showed up. I had to cook minion meat, whatever that is. And, like, everything is just... It's not the same. Wait, did Oishi move into my garden? Oh my god, he did. That wasn't there before? No! I gotta talk to him. Well, before we talk to him, let's water the plants, shall we? Water. No. Water. Yay. Ooh, more grub. Gimme. Yoink. Yoink. Gather. Yoink. Oh, that's right. I gotta aim the character too. There's that. No. Our endless need for plushies. Hell yeah! Hiya. Nyumph. The way it just comes out of the quote-unquote chicken makes me think of one of those little machines that you put quarters in, and it spits out a ball that rotates down along a small little metal railing. It just pops out. That's what it reminds me of. I'll take that. And leaves. Yeah, they used to be so cool back in the day, honestly. It was always fun just to watch them. See, it does belch. Okay, so I at least took care of them. Morning, Chef. I hope you don't mind, but I set up a little animal study zone in the garden. It makes me feel at home. Speaking of home, that rest stop I found yesterday will be our new camp. I'll start today's venture from there so I can explore more of the marshlands. So it seems like you're here for the long haul? Absolutely. I'm a caretaker, and this problem has not been taken care of, so back out I go today. Also, this rock desk I brought is really heavy and I don't want to move it again. You were well chosen as a caretaker. You're welcome to use my rest stops to set up camps all throughout the wilds. There should be another out there that will unlock the deeper regions of the marshlands. Wonderful! We can set up a camp at each rest stop we find. I'll be on the lookout for that one. And while I know we need to deal with the remnants, I need to find the Spinoots in this region. We have to protect our native creatures if we hope to keep the flavor spirits happy and healthy. We should be able to give them a safe hideaway here in Palopori. I just have to find them and talk to them. I'll see you later at the restaurant. I already know what I want, too. Some of that minion we got yesterday. We shouldn't let it go to waste. Every day in Palopori has 3 phases. Prep in the morning, restaurant open in the afternoon, and venture recap at night. Dial in the top left will show you which phase you're in and what's next. Each morning, Each morning you can prepare for your day and your diners. Visit your garden to tend to your plants and creatures. Take a moment to check in with the townsfolk to see if you can buy new equipment or decorations for your garden, and restaurant to unlock useful bonuses and upgrades. You can prep as much as you want too. If you only want a specific ingredient, you can focus on that and ignore the rest. Every day, a caretaker will make a reservation at the restaurant to prepare for their venture. Oishi has made a reservation for today. As you progress, you'll unlock additional caretakers. If you'd like someone else to go on the adventure that night, you can talk to another caretaker and change the reservation. When you're ready to open for the day, head into the restaurant and set the menu. Once you've fed your caretaker and closed the restaurant, you'll be in the night phase of the game. The caretaker you fed will be waiting for you at the tea house to tell you their tale. If you see the tea icon on a quest, that means this objective must be completed during a venture. After you've helped the caretaker with their venture and completed your chosen nighttime activities, it's time for bed. A moon will appear over the teacup in the dial, letting you know it's time for bed. You can take your time going to bed and take care of anything you want in town first. Return to Panko's house near the garden to go to bed and start the next day. Very interesting for this game. You didn't collect this. This is mine. I got leaves. So excited. A new resident means new inventory. The crows and I even struck up a deal. They go back and collect things that get dropped in the wilds, and I get new exciting things to sell. But we have to clear out this inventory to have space for new items. So you're having a sale? Of course not. It's time for this business to grow, and I need investment. So if you start buying some goods, like that mystery seed over there, I'll be able to start expanding my wares. But I can't replace what's in there until that sells. And if you need space for the seed, either swap something you're growing or talk to Thea. She and Gia have combined their artistic endeavors to prepare new garden beds for you. Interesting. Minion mystery seed. Aha. 10 gold with the minion. Okay, so just these two are going to be set in stone for buying, but whatever pops up next is basically a one-time thing. Okay. I'm trying to figure out this place. Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, good. What can I help you with? Oven repair, painting set, lush bookshelf, lush potted plant, and hanging plants. Also a garden bed as well. We'll go ahead and get that. But in order to get another one, looks like I'm going to need coal again. Okay. Oh, you can get hanging plants too. Nice. Your options have been expanded. Lovely. I'm heading over. Change the seed. Alright, let's do the mystery. And then water. There we go. Yay! One of each. Okay, that's fine. Grub. Grub. Doesn't look like anything over there. Is that? Okay, it looks like one every day you can grab one out of that pot then. Okay. Yoink. Yoink. This is very interesting for this game. Actually playing it a bit more past of what I played originally. This is honestly starting to be a bit more involving than I thought. Thank you. And give the chicken pets. Yay! What the? Hey, Panko. Paka, so good to see you. What brings you back here? Oh, you know, this, that, and the big flash of light that burst forth from the marshlands. The feathers on the back of my neck stood up so high I looked like a rockatoo. I'm not one to ignore the signs, so I took the disguise to come back and check on my big sis. You didn't happen to catch a glimpse of Traverse, did you? I didn't, but I wasn't looking either. I heard he's missing? Yeah, Oishi is going to help look for him when he goes on his ventures. Yes, that umami caretaker. Sis told me you had one in town, and then she assigned me a job. She never rests. I'm to pick up this Oishi if he ever rings the call bell from the wilds. Oh, that's great. Are you sure you're strong enough? Of course I am. I can't believe you would ask something so offensive. I'll even bring back as many of his findings with me as I can, though probably not everything. But speak with me later, and I'll see if I can track down any dropped items in the wilds to help you out, too. I should probably stretch. See you later. Brother and sister! Huzzah. Ooh, more leaves. Gimme. Yoink. Yoink. Salty hammerbug. Interesting. Why, hello there, Panko. You seem to be moving about quite speedily this morning. Yeah, you're always up early, right, Tark? Of course. Just this morning I woke as the warming sensation of the sun's beams drew a blanket across my face. The Solito sun rises so gently, doesn't it? Okay, but did you hear anything recently? I heard the sounds of hungry Delishkans. They are not ones to wait for the grubs. But nothing out of the ordinary, like an explosion? Cannot say that I did. Once I reached the point of slumber, give myself fully over to it. Did you know deep sleep is when your body heals? That's how I've managed to stay so young these past 200 years. Good lord. You really should take care of yourself when you're young, Panko. Yeah, okay. I best be off. I'll see you around. Remember to take a breath, just like these pages. You've got to open yourself up to the moment and not stay so closed up all the time. Okay, bye. And another 3 minutes of ads is popping up, everybody. So 3 minutes, and we'll be right back after these messages. Alrighty, and I return. This will probably be the last one that I do. Seems like Beastro is a pretty hefty style, pretty hefty content worth of demo too, so. Here you go, chicken. Nope. Yay. I like how they changed that up. Because normally you would always see the male actually doing, for the most part anyway, and most social medias, you would always see males being the blacksmith or something along that routes. In this one, they actually have the female actually working it. Which is honestly real nice to see the diversity of it. I can talk to you. The walls will keep us safe. No shit. Tell me something more obvious, will you? Come on, Traverse. Where are you? Excuse me, kid. Have you done your studies? Okay. Looks like that might be it then. I was able to get... Don't say female. The anti-woke grifters will swarm like body snatchers. I will say female whenever I damn well please. I don't think I've ever seen it from this angle. Interesting. What the? Where are you? Drapes and drama will be closed for a few days as I take my annual summer nap break. Be back in a few for all your tailoring needs. I haven't slept since this started. She's going to wake up and everything's going to be different. Twal doesn't strike me as someone who is bothered by much. I think she'll be okay. Okay, so head to the restaurant. That way we can start the day. Continue running the restaurant. Help Oishi find camp. Oh, am I not supposed to be here then yet? Okay, so what am I doing? So do I have to go to the tea house then? Tea house is open in the... No, okay. Okay, so I guess I just prepped then. Oh, okay. So you can still interact and change around it if you wanted to. Okay. See, nothing in the fridge. I need to practice cooking. Can't do anything with that. What shall we put on the menu? Looks like it's just going to be that again. Okay. Whee! Okay. I just find it funny you said female blacksmiths, and all I could think of was one of them pointing, going, Ree! I said the forbidden thing. Oh, God, no. God, no. Ooh. Don't you dare. Damn it. It burned. How dare. Eh. No. No! It's burning! How dare! Ah, okay, fine. Gotta chop it. There we go. Okay, so back to boil. A little bit more. Okay. Come on, go in! Damn it. Okay. There we go. And there we go. A lot of EXP and a little bit of extra tip. Nice. Been waiting all day to eat. I have to warn you, the minion is quite chewy. That's how you get the nutrients out. Did you learn anything else about it when you did your test cook? Flambe says minion tails have some extra magic in them. The ability to gain power when not in use. Oh, so kind of like a plant blossoming. It grows as it sits with me, then I can use it when the time is right. Seems to be the case. Sounds like you and Flambe will have me prepped to make friends with the Spinutes. Okay, so I guess we do this. Okay, that's repelling each other. Okay, here we go. So we put that right there. That enhances the flavor of that. No. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. I think that will do it. There we go. He's eating the bowl again. Wonder where all the dishware goes. Flavors matched. 4 out of 5. Okay. So for every matched flavor, it looks like I get at least +5 to their stamina. Okay. That works for me. I'll head back to the walls once you close. I just need a moment to digest. Okay. Can't leave with the restaurant. Okay, so what am I supposed to do again? Oh, that's right. Ready to close the restaurant for the evening? And now we're into the evening aspect. Or quote-unquote night. Which means I need to go to the tea house then for that. Let's see what's happening around town. Announcements. No announcements today. Okay. I guess above anything, this will be the last thing that I do then. I'll call it for the night for streaming above anything. And I'll actually give my final thoughts, at least for now. I might play more of the demo tomorrow, but we'll just see how that works out. Chickens. Doot, doot, doot. Oh, there we go. That's what I want. Yoink! Night Blossom. What's all the way up there? I don't think I've been up there yet. Nothing really. Okay. Okay. Alrighty then. It was quite the adventure today. Alright, let's hear all about it. Let the puppet show commence! I set out again, my sights set on the deeper regions of the marshlands. I would have to choose a path for what mattered most to me that day. Okay, so you have to choose your own path now. Okay. Oh my goodness, you gotta get all the way over there. Goodness. Okay, I'm curious about this way. Let's go down. I wonder if Panko would like this. Oh, right. There we go. Time to fill my pockets. Alright, so next. I figured some stone would be useful. Press space at the right time. Looks tasty. Okay. Now the question is... well, let's go up. Or straight in this case. I was having a pleasant romp through the mud and peat, and then I encountered something far worse than a monster. Who are you? You ask too many questions. That was only one question. That was enough. I see the Umamis have sent out their caretaker to put an end to this, but please leave it to us bitters. We're the ones destined to be the protectors of this world. You are hardly a fighter. I'm doing my part, okay? Someone has to look out for the little denizens of these wilds. Very well, you do that. Okay, so there's another aspect to them. Panko may have some use for this wood. Perfect. Alright, I know I'm not going to be able to get away with fights, so... You've changed. Oh, that gets enhanced. Give me. Hiya! And just do a regular one. Hiya! Nipped in the bud. 2 of them now. I've been craving a filet mignon. Get him in one go. Hiya! Hiya! Does a body slam on them. Restoring the balance. I'm curious what's up here. That looks hot. Hey-oh. Can't wait to take this back. Alright. Oh, a different one now. Oh, good lord. Yeah, I don't have a choice, unfortunately. Yeah. Ow! Oh my goodness. No way! It got rid of all of my cards! Fill the hand. Okay, give me that. Okay, that can work to my advantage. 1 down. Hiya! Give me that. 7. Just enough. Get out of here. Stomp. Tasty. Nipped in the bud. Interesting. So some of the monsters' attacks can also influence your cards. Then something unexpected happened. Oh, hello. I was hoping to see one of you. Ami. Ama? I know. Flambe is back in Palopori, and she gave me some of her magic through food. It's like you all are helping me from inside me? Me? Yeah, but she's helping, so I'm just going to trust her. Me Uma, sorry. I can help. I'm making my way to the remnants so we can stop these invaders. You'll be safe soon. Me! Oh, you want to give me some of your magic? Ami. Ama Mami. Oh, so I can add a shield to myself or to one of my bits of magic. Amimi. Provide shield to caretaker that's active until used up, or add a shield to the card. Add a shield effect to one card of your choice. Hello. Let's just provide the shield. Amimi. Amimi Ma'ami. Thanks for helping. Alright, so it looks like it's boss time now. Ooh, a Flamato. I should grab it. Oh, Lord! I can't do that. Okay, it's halved, so it's just a tie. It's at least something. Wrong flavor, which means I'm going to get attacked no matter what. Fill the hand. Okay, redraw. There we go. Alright, that's another 6 damage. Hiya! Oh, come on. Okay, so fill the hand. That gives me nothing. There we go. Hiya! Let's end this. Hiya! Delicious. Oh, what's this? A Flamato seed. I bet we can plant this in the garden. And then I came upon an old flambe rest stop. I was preparing to light the pyre as I had done so before when a rather severe fellow appeared. How did an umamian like you make it all the way out here? If ancient tomes serve, you all avoid fights. You're not ones to venture far from home. Things change. None of us wanted to rely on anyone but ourselves for protection. And a really good meal helps. Look. You can wield the magic of the spirits? Yep. All I have to do is eat at the restaurant in Palo Pori and bam, magic. That seems helpful. And while you do seem prepared, I cannot allow you to pass. The remnant is near and my hearth key is the only way to lock it. Oh, you have it. Okay, but what if you also got some of this magic? You're from Bitter, right? I could get the chef to make you something you like, and you could let me take over the camp. What do you think? A bulb bowl. That's what I would like. We make them with the coal drabis of our region. If he can make me a bulb bowl that reminds me of home, I might just find my way over to Palopori, and the camp would be all yours. Sure, we can do that. There's a small region of Bitter back in the south. There we have a special plant, a kabogi. None of us like it much, but the chef could probably make something out of it. I wish my mom hadn't made brownies. How did she make them taste dry and what the? Dry and chewy? How is that a thing? Decus, you're scaring me. Very well. I look forward to the pungent aroma of the bulb bowl wafting its way across these lands. When I know you've accomplished your task, I'll light this pyre, and we'll use this camp to reach the remnant. But until then, I must send you back, as I just don't trust you yet. So, goodbye. I got stones. Wood. Umami minion meat and minion meat. And some flamatos. Okay, found a camp and met Callan. I was making incredible progress, and then that bitter fellow stopped me in my tracks. If we sort out some kind of bulb bowl recipe, we should be able to continue on our way. And that actually works out perfectly. We hope you enjoyed your time in Palopori, and we can't wait to unlock the rest of the game for you. Please take a moment to wishlist Beastro, as that helps us immensely. Discord server is now available for those that want to get the latest Beastro news, or if you want to share a bug or additional feedback. We'll share some behind-the-scenes info on what we're cooking up to. Well, that actually works out perfectly. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Beastro. 2 games out of today. I kind of figured that was going to be the case, but hey, it works. Okay, so final thoughts for this game. I really enjoy it. If I had to pick one over the other between the 2 demos I played, Beastro is honestly beating it out. I'm sorry. The way it introduces both a mechanic style for actual combat, but you can also play the cooking mini games that feels reminiscent from what I played with Kingdom Hearts 3. I guess it's the closest I can get to it. But I really love it. I feel like the story at the beginning needs to be played out a little better in order to feel a bit more invested. Because otherwise, it just feels like you're just thrown into things at the start of it without much help of like a background story. I'm pretty sure probably they'll have that more done when it comes to the final version of the game, but I'm hoping to get that rectified at the very least. And as for everything else, the aesthetics is nice, the music is enjoyable, and like I said, with the combat and the quote-unquote mini games of the cooking, I really enjoy. I really do recommend this game. This is a fun game. And for those that want to play it, the demo is still available, so you can get it from Steam. But this game is getting wishlisted from me immediately. The other one, I will still wishlist it, but I'm going to be hesitant about it, only because I feel like with the previous one of Baladins, I feel like I would have to do more of a more of a co-op game with someone else. Because with the fact that you can actually have 4 players to play with it, kind of like Castle Crashers in a sense, it just feels like to me that that game is going to be more playable and enjoyable when you have other people. But those are my takes on it. Take it for what you will. And I do hope everyone enjoyed themselves for the 2 demos I gave today. So, thank you all so much for enjoying this with me. I was actually real hesitant about doing anything else besides possibly going back to Kings of Hell. But Decus was the one that helped me kind of familiarize myself to doing a little bit something different, at the very least for today. So, I'm real glad about that. Thank you so much, Decus, for the little push. And let us see who we can raid tonight. While I eat a grape. Do. Okay, so above anything, I think we're just going to go over to... I hate how that works out like that. What's it? Oh, good lord. Okay. You know what? Let's just go ahead and raid Barley the Burr. I haven't raided him in a little bit, so... They're playing Overwatch. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but I just feel like above anything, we'll just give a shout out to him above anything. Alrighty. But once again, thank you all so much for enjoying this night with me on the 2 demos that we did. And hopefully nothing should go wrong above anything for tomorrow. If anything, I might be starting maybe 30 minutes late above anything. We'll just see how it goes above anything. But I'll keep track of my time and we'll see if I can start regularly at 6:30. But I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully at the regularly scheduled time. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Bye!